Let's see. Is this Miss Nikki English from Western Avenue?
Yes, it is.
Well, hello. How are you? Welcome to Totally Driven Radio.
Oh, thank you. We actually think we called a wrong number before. We did an interview with a different station that I don't even think they knew that we were calling.
It was in Minnesota or something. It was weird.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got 2 interviews out of it. That's good.
They had no clue who we were.
Oh.
Wow. Well,
yeah,
that's cool.
so that's why we're late calling.
So it worked out for you. Wait, do you know the show that you called? I'm wondering if you called our old network.
I don't know. I got a number and we called it, and
something Hot Rocks Radio or something.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. I thought because we were on a different network 2 weeks ago, and we've now left and formed our own network, and here we are.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know if your manager, Michael, might have still had the old number. I just realized. I was like, oops. Oh, boy.
As soon as we started talking to them, I was like, uh-oh, they don't even know who we are.
That's awesome. Well, welcome to Totally Driven Radio. And, I keep, as the band's name is Western Avenue, and I almost slipped down and said Electric Avenue. That's what I thought of.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, you guys are from Ontario, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your manager, Michael, has another artist, Amy Rose, who's also a country singer from Canada. Do you guys know each other? Or?
Yeah. We met. Actually, I connected with her, and we've been kind of trying to help each other out through the business. And we had her actually open up for us for our CD release show, so it was fun.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had Amy on probably like 6 months ago, and the first thing I thought of when we were talking to her, I was like, well, the first thing once it was approached to us was, and it struck me as weird as because I never pictured Canada as a big market for country music.
Yeah, I think it's growing.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of artists in Canada.
Mhm.
Yeah,
especially
she was saying. She was saying I'd be surprised because it is actually, like you said, it's growing, and besides growing all around the country between Canada and the United States, it's really growing in Canada, she said.
Yeah, I find that, especially with how versatile country music is nowadays, I think a wider audience is listening to it now, so I think that's contributing to its growth.
Now, who are you guys more influenced by? More because you guys are kind of like that cross, that pop country pop. Are you more pop influenced, more country influenced?
Oh boy, we're a little bit everything.
It's like 80s rock meets Lady Antebellum. It's everything. I listen to everything. Nikki.
I grew up listening to Leanne Rimes, Martina McBride, Patty Griffin, and that kind of thing. And then Keith brought his 80s influence onto me. So.
Wow. So that's where, when I thought of country, because I was never, and I usually say this to our country artists, I say, I was never the big country artist fan. I was never a country music fan. I came from the school of growing up in the 70s and the 80s with Kiss and, the hair bands and stuff like that. But because we've had a lot of country artists on, and I've been starting to, I guess, come over, I refer to it as the dark side, of listening to country music and opening my mind to it and my ears to it and accepting it and realizing that it's good music and talent. And so hearing that, especially I guess it makes it easier now because back then it was, I picture the Kenny Rogers and the Willie Nelsons, and country music's kind of evolved a long way from then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not just that traditional sound anymore. It's everything.
I think it's almost going too far in some aspects.
You think it's crossing over to more of a pop rock side?
I find it's kind of losing its genre. It's kind of just, it's got so many other influences in it that it's losing itself.
Do you blame that
for
on
example,
a Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift's a good example, and like what Zach Brown was saying about the Luke Bryan song, it's just there's not much country left in country music.
Anything goes.
Well, that's one thing. When I was listening to one of your songs, I was kind of impressed with. You guys got that old. I'm a country fan from way back, and you got that old feel to it. You know, that classic sound, but not too classic-y. I'm trying to. It's almost like you got that sound from the '90s, which I thought was the best period of country music.
Mhm.
I did too.
And you're keeping true to that, which is really good. I mean, you know, that old style is great. It's almost like, and you know, I think you got that Carrie Underwood sound, and I really enjoy that, but with kind of a classic twist on it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
Now, you guys formed in 2007.
Yeah. Way
And
back.
how did you guys come together? Because reading your bio, it was now Keith and Matt. I guess did you guys meet as you guys were backing up Nikki or for a show or something? Is that how it all came together?
Well, me and Matt we were doing an open stage at the local bar in town. We knew each other from the music store that I used to work at. And then I met Nikki. Well, I'll let Nikki tell the story here.
Well, I was taking vocal lessons back in 2005 with country artist Carolyn Hart. And she was working with Keith at a music academy where he was teaching guitar and she was teaching vocals. And so I went over to see her perform one night, and Keith was backing her up. And then she had asked me to come up to sing, and then she introduced me to Keith, and then we sang together. And then I ended up getting guitar lessons with him, so I ended up seeing him a lot more, and I ended up actually teaching there as well, teaching vocals. And so I had a gig coming up, and I needed some backup, so I called up Keith, and then he called up Matt, and then we all jammed together. The gig never happened because the venue closed down, but we kept things going, and we ended up getting a regular gig in town, and then it kind of developed from there.
And you guys ended up getting married.
Yeah. Lots has happened.
Because I play guitar.
That's why I was wondering, like, did you guys know each other before? Is that how it came together, or was it, and you just answered the whole thing with the story? So you guys really didn't know each other before the whole musical academy then?
No.
Nope, that's how we kind of met.
Gotcha. How
she
was
heard
it?
me play guitar, and that was it.
Oh, God.
You won her over with your guitar slinging.
I think so.
Was it when you started giving her lessons? Is that when you knew, like, she's gonna be my wife, this woman?
Actually, I knew it the first night I saw her. I knew that she was the one after I heard her sing and stuff.
Look at that. He's making his wife melt.
I've heard this story 1,000 times.
Now, how is it being husband and wife and being in a band together? Does it, where you know a lot of bands fight, do you guys get into like band fights and it carries over to home, or?
Oh yeah, we fight a lot, but it's awesome. She thinks her music's better than my music, and
I think we're just both equally stubborn. So.
And then how does Matt end up feeling? Because he's kind of like the third wheel in the
Matt
band, and
Matt's more of the mediator.
So Matt ends up getting
out of it.
he ends up getting stuck playing referee then.
Yeah.
That's funny. Now, one thing that really touched me too with reading the bio, especially about you, Nikki, was you. I guess it seemed like you were really influenced by your father.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to really sing, it sounds like, but like your father kept trying to encourage you to do it because I guess he figured you had talent. And then you didn't really want to pursue that until after your father unfortunately passed away from cancer.
Well, I've always loved singing. I was just extremely shy that I wouldn't do it in front of anybody. So, yeah, he would always try to encourage me to sing in front of others because I guess he wanted to, I don't know, show me off or something. But, yeah, so it wasn't until after he passed away that I actually got the courage to do it.
Wow. But, I mean, that's a great inspiration to do it. I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of like remembering your father every time you get to sing now, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, why don't we let everybody hear you sing? Well, I got 2 songs here queued up, and I'll let you pick which one. We have Wherever You Are, which I'm kind of digging, and the other one is Highway Heading Out of Town. Which one do you think we should go with?
Let's do Wherever You Are.
Cool. All right, everybody, here it is, Western Avenue, Wherever You Are.
Sometimes I feel like we're two souls scattered on the wind, together for a moment, and carried away again. Every time you leave my side, I stumble in shades of blue, and the only thing I think about is getting back to you. I wanna be wherever you are. Share the air you breathe. Feel the beating of your heart. When I hold you close to me, nothing can stop our love for you. There's nowhere to fall. I wanna be wherever you are. Write us this life, treat us this way, careless with our love, and we know we were meant to never lose sight of us. The hands of fate divide our dreams, but only for now, I swear, 'cause the only thing I think about is wishing I was there. I wanna be wherever you are. Share the air you breathe. Feel the beating of your heart. When I hold you close to me, nothing can stop my love for you. There's nowhere to fall. I wanna be wherever you are. Baby, wait for me. I'm on my way, and these are the words you'll hear me say. I wanna be wherever you are. Share the air you breathe. Feel the beating of your heart. When I hold you close to me, nothing can stop my love for you. There's nowhere to fall. I wanna be wherever you are. Wherever you
And that was Western Avenue, Wherever You Are. What's that song about, guys?
It's about longing for somebody. I wrote it with Dave Woods. He's a awesome lyricist, and he's always sending me over lyrics, and I try to work my magic with the melody. But yeah, like we just think of actually we're filming a video this weekend, and we're going to go with a military theme of somebody having a long leave from the Army and then coming back home to his wife.
Oh, nice. That's always a good, touching sentiment right there.
Yeah.
No, that's not your first. You guys have another video out, correct?
Yeah, This I Promised You. The one. That's a song Keith wrote.
What was it like making a video? Because you always hear like videos were always like, back in the day, they'd say, oh, it's long, boring hours, it's this, it's that, it's tedious, it's not glamorous, so it's do you think. What was your feelings about it?
It was fun.
We were excited.
It was fun.
It was so fun. Like it was long, I guess, but I don't know. We were just so caught in the moment that we didn't really notice. But it was just go, go, go all day for us because, I don't know, our director was so organized. So it was like one scene to the next, like just like that. It was awesome.
So it sounds like you guys are really excited. A lot of things are starting to happen for you guys.
Yeah, we're working on it.
You're working on it? So what do you got planned next?
On the video.
And we're doing a lot of writing right now, so we're
That's a new song.
hoping to get back in the studio to get something fresh for the new year.
Cool.
And yeah.
Any tour plans at all, or?
Nothing quite yet.
Nothing concrete yet.
Hopefully soon.
Well, I'll tell you, with the sound you guys got going, it shouldn't be long. I mean, I heard your I just actually watched your other video today, and I thought that I enjoyed it. This I Promise You I thought was very good, and that was the song we just heard. That was the first time hearing that, so I enjoyed that. But with the sound you guys got, I think, man, big things are coming up for you.
We're hoping.
Thank you.
So that's what you guys got to do now. See, you got to conquer Canada and then come to the States and conquer the States.
Yeah, that's what we're
our goal.
Working on.
Yeah.
We just released Wherever You Are into the States September, so.
Okay.
We're trying to work on it anyway.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually we're coming down towards the end of the show too, but at least you got 2 interviews out of this tonight.
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry for that mix-up.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you guys made it. I was like, oh, I wonder what happened, and then when you said you called another show, I was like, oh, I wonder if Michael ever got the right number.
Yeah, we double-checked, and it was the number that he gave us, so we don't know what happened there.
Yeah. And then I just went on Facebook, and someone's like, they're waiting for you to call in. Like, uh-oh. What happened?
What would we do without social media? See that?
Yeah, really.
That is so true.
Well, everybody, where can we get because you guys have an EP out, so where can we get the EP?
iTunes or Amazon or HMV and Indie Pool. Those are all the options. Or if you go to westernavenue.ca, it's got all the links to them right there.
So there is an actual CD you can hold in your hands. Is that correct?
There is.
That's a beautiful thing. See, I'm old school.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go all the way back to vinyl, but I still like to go buy a CD and be able to hold it and look at the cover and read stuff, and I just can't do that with an iPod or, It's not the same for me. So there you go, everybody. westernavenue.ca. Go to iTunes, Amazon, HMV, buy the CD, and also download it on iTunes because they want to sell a lot of copies.
That'd be awesome.
All right, guys, thanks so much for being guests and calling in, and good luck with everything, and we hope to hear big things from you soon.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.
You too.
All right, everybody, there they are, Western Avenue. From our neighbors to the north, the Great White North, Frank. If you would have told me a year ago we would have had 2 country artists as guests from Canada within the same year, I'd be like, are you kidding me? I'd be like, do they even know country music? And we had 2 amazing, talented guests between Western Avenue and Amy Rose.
Yeah, well, that makes up for sending us Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I will definitely take Western Avenue and Amy Rose over Justin Bieber any day.